Over 60? 6 Japanese longevity movements you should do every day. The secret of Japan's longevity. Did you know Japan has more centenarians per capita than any other country in the world? Over 90,000 people there are now over 100 years old, many still strong, alert, and completely independent. While the Western world spends fortunes on gyms, supplements, and trendy fitness programs, Japanese elders in their 70s and 80s keep thriving effortlessly. But what truly shocked scientists wasn't their diet or their genetics. Researchers from Harvard Medical School followed a group of Japanese elders for 5 straight years, and what they discovered completely changed how we understand healthy aging. The secret wasn't in any superfood or genetic advantage. It was hidden in 6 simple daily movements that almost every Japanese elder practices. They're so basic that Western doctors once dismissed them as meaningless, until brain scans revealed something extraordinary. Older adults who performed these movements every day showed 40% less cognitive decline, stronger joints, and balance comparable to people 20 years younger. Stanford researchers even called them the most overlooked key to longevity in modern medicine. Today, you'll discover those exact 6 movements, from the simplest to the most powerful. And pay close attention to the first one. In a long-term study of over 15,000 Japanese seniors, it was linked to an average lifespan increase of 7 years. It takes just 2 minutes a day, no equipment, and stimulates more areas of the brain than any other exercise ever measured. Before we begin, tell us in the comments, how old are you and where are you watching from? We read every single comment. Now, without further delay, let's start with number 6, Sampo, the art of slow walking. 6. Sampo, the art of slow walking. Sampo may look simple, but in Japan, it's treated almost like sacred medicine. It's not just walking, it's mindful movement, performed at half your normal pace, usually early in the morning before breakfast. The difference lies in the breathing pattern. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, exhale slowly over 4 steps. This rhythm creates a deep synchronization between your heart, lungs, and nervous system, benefits that regular walking can't match. A 10-year study from Kyoto University involving 3,000 adults over 60 found that those who practiced Sampo daily had 62% less arterial stiffness and an average blood pressure drop of 12 points systolic and 8 points diastolic. But here's the fascinating part. Because of the slower pace, your feet make full contact with the ground, activating 33 joints and over 100 muscles with each step. These signals travel to your brain, enhancing balance, posture, and body awareness. Western seniors who adopted Sampo for just 8 weeks improved their one-leg balance time by 45 seconds, a major predictor of longevity. How to practice Sampo. Start with just 10 minutes a day, gradually building up to 30. Roll your foot from heel to toe with each step. Keep your gaze about 6 feet ahead, not down. Swing your arms naturally, keeping your hands relaxed. Follow the breathing rhythm. Inhale 2 steps, hold 2, exhale 4. Morning is best. Your cortisol levels are naturally higher, making the calming effects stronger. Avoid treadmills. Their moving belt disrupts natural foot mechanics. Instead, walk on grass, soil, or sand when possible. The University of Tokyo found that elders walking on natural terrain had 20% better joint mobility than those walking only on concrete. Sampo isn't about speed. It's about presence. It reconnects movement, breath, and awareness. The first foundation of Japanese longevity. 5. Rajio Taiso, the Japanese morning stretch. Every morning at 6:30 a.m., a gentle piano tune echoes through Japan's public radio and television. It's the signal for Rajio Taiso, or radio calisthenics, a 3-minute routine practiced by millions since 1928. But don't picture Western workouts. This is graceful, flowing movement. No heavy breathing, no static stretching, no strain. Just continuous motion that warms up the joints, boosts circulation, and keeps the body supple. Researchers at Osaka Medical College followed 8,000 seniors who practiced Rajio Taiso daily. They experienced 40% fewer falls, 55% less chronic back pain, and maintained almost full range of motion in their hips and shoulders well into their 80s. The science is remarkable. Dynamic stretching like this increases synovial fluid production by up to 30%, the natural oil that keeps your joints smooth. Without it, joints dry up, stiffen, and ache with age. The routine. It begins with gentle arm raises, inhaling as the arms lift, exhaling as they lower. Then shoulder circles, torso twists, and side bends to stretch the ribs. Light marching and shallow squats follow, activating knees and hips. Each move flows seamlessly into the next, maintaining rhythm and light cardio engagement, just enough to energize the body without fatigue. Timing is everything. Japanese elders do it right after waking, when natural growth hormone levels peak. This makes tissues more elastic and responsive to stretching. The key is smoothness, like moving through warm water. Never force, never bounce. Even focusing on the arm lifts and gentle twists can deliver huge benefits. To this day, many Japanese companies begin workdays with group Rajio Taiso sessions, and studies show these employees take 30% fewer sick days. Rajio Taiso is the second pillar of Japanese vitality. Gentle movement, done every day. 4. Shinkozuwari, the deep squat rest. Walk through any Japanese park and you'll see something astonishing. Elders in their 70s and 80s resting comfortably in a deep squat position, heels flat, back straight, chatting with friends or tending plants. They can hold it for 10, 20, even 30 minutes without pain. Meanwhile, most Westerners over 60 can't hold that posture for 10 seconds. This is the practice of Shinkozuwari, the deep squat rest. It's not about strength or flexibility alone. It's a fundamental human position that most of the world has forgotten. A 12-year study from the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology followed 5,000 elders. Those able to hold a deep squat for at least 2 minutes had a 70% lower chance of needing assisted living and remained independent 9 years longer than those who couldn't. Biomechanically, this posture opens the hips, maintains ankle flexibility, strengthens the pelvic floor, and decompresses the spine, improving fluid exchange in the vertebral discs. Cultures that still squat daily have 80% fewer hip replacements and 60% less chronic lower back pain. How to relearn. It's stand with feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly outward. Slowly lower yourself, using a wall for balance if needed. If your heels rise, place a rolled towel under them. Hold for 30 seconds at first, then gradually increase. Frequency matters more than duration. 5 short squats throughout the day are better than 1 long hold. Japanese elders squat naturally, while gardening, waiting for buses, or chatting with friends. It's so integrated into their day that it doesn't even feel like exercise. Shinkozuwari reconnects you to your body's most natural resting posture, one that keeps you mobile for life. Ashi, the one-leg balance. In Japan, doctors literally prescribe balance training. The ashi, or one-leg stand, is so powerful it's covered by Japan's national health insurance as preventive medicine. A 15-year study from Fukuoka University tracked 12,000 adults. Those who practiced ashi daily had 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer fall-related hospitalizations. Brain scans showed increased gray matter in the motor cortex and cerebellum, the regions that control coordination and balance. When you stand on one leg, your body makes thousands of micro-adjustments per minute to stay upright. These tiny corrections strengthen not just your muscles, but your entire nervous system. Your balance sensors, the proprioceptors in your feet and joints, become sharper, and your vestibular system in the inner ear becomes more precise. How to practice. Stand near a wall or sturdy chair for safety. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Focus on a fixed point ahead and breathe naturally. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch legs. When that feels easy, close your eyes for a challenge. Many Japanese elders practice ashi while brushing their teeth, turning it into a daily habit loop. Advanced versions include moving the head, raising arms, or making small circles with the lifted foot. The Mayo Clinic found that the ability to stand on one leg for 30 seconds is a better predictor of longevity than blood pressure or cholesterol. Ashi trains both body and brain, and it takes only 1 minute a day. 2. Seiza, floor-to-standing transitions. In Japan, sitting on the floor is still a way of life. They eat, drink tea, socialize, and even watch TV sitting on the tatami mats. This habit, called seiza, might be one of the most powerful anti-aging practices in the world. The average Japanese elder sits down and stands back up from the floor over 20 times a day. Each transition requires coordination, balance, strength, and flexibility, a complete workout hidden in plain sight. A study from the University of Tsukuba compared 10,000 seniors who regularly sat on the floor with those who used only chairs. The floor sitters had 40% more leg strength, 50% better hip flexibility, and could still rise unassisted well into their 90s. Even more impressive, their cognitive test scores were 15% higher. Why? Because every floor transition engages the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning and motor control. In other words, seiza trains your body and your brain at the same time. How to practice. From standing, lower one knee to the floor, then the other. Sit back onto your heels, the traditional seiza position. To rise, bring one foot forward into a half-kneeling stance and push through that leg to stand up. Use your hands for support at first, then gradually less over time. Use a cushion under your knees if needed. Even a few transitions per day make a big difference. A Brazilian study found that people who can sit and rise from the floor without using their hands live an average of 6 years longer. Seiza isn't just an exercise. It's a movement of independence. 1. Tenugui Hibiki, the towel twist. This final practice might be the simplest and the most powerful. It's called Tenugui Hibiki, or the towel twist. All you need is a small hand towel. Hold the towel in front of you with both hands and pull outward, creating constant tension. While maintaining that tension, slowly twist your torso from side to side. It looks easy, but what it does inside your body is astonishing. At Taku University, scientists attached electrodes to participants performing the towel twist and discovered activation in deep spinal stabilizers, intrinsic foot muscles, and even facial muscles. A massive study of 15,000 Japanese seniors found that those who performed Tenugui Hibiki for just 2 minutes a day lived an average of 7 years longer. Their grip strength, a major predictor of independence, remained above functional levels until an average age of 92. Brain scans revealed synchronized activation of both hemispheres, improving memory, focus, and reaction time. How to practice. Hold a rolled towel at shoulder height, hands about 18 inches apart. Pull outward as if trying to tear the towel apart. While keeping that tension, rotate your torso slowly to one side, then the other. Inhale as you return to center. Exhale as you twist. Practice for 1 minute in the morning and 1 minute at night. This controlled tension triggers the vagus nerve, reducing inflammation and improving sleep. It also releases myokines, special proteins produced by muscles during contraction that act like medicine inside the body, improving insulin sensitivity, reducing inflammation, and even promoting new brain cell growth. Tenugui Hibiki delivers all of that with just a towel and 2 minutes a day. Conclusion. Sampo, Rajio Taiso, Shinkozuwari, Ashi, Seiza, and Tenugui Hibiki. These 6 movements aren't just exercises. They're a complete system for keeping the human body young and functional for life. They strengthen, stretch, balance, and rewire the brain, without machines, supplements, or hours at the gym. They fit naturally into daily life and prove one thing the Japanese have known all along. Aging doesn't mean slowing down, it means moving smarter. Now tell us in the comments, which of these 6 movements do you think would help you the most right now? Have you ever tried any Japanese longevity habits before? We'd love to hear your story. If this video inspired you, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new tip on healthy aging. See you in the next one. And remember, keep moving, keep breathing, and stay strong.